Welcome to Langston Vibes on KBOB 89.9 FM.
Your go-to source for R&B hits and engaging talk shows.
We're broadcasting live from Tulsa, Oklahoma. We're here to keep you entertained and informed about Langston University, Oklahoma's only HBCU. So sit back and relax.
Welcome back to Langston Vibe. We're live on KBOB 89.9 FM, streaming on Facebook Live. This is the Dr. Darrell D. Green, the Dean of Langston Prestigious School of Business. This is the place where business meets leadership, and excellence is our guiding theme. Today, we are focused on an important conversation at the intersection of health, business, and community leadership.
Yes. Happy Friday. We're so excited to be
happy,
here.
Happy.
Yes, I am grateful and happy it's Friday, and I'm even more grateful that we have an incredible panel lined up today that I am excited for us to jump into, where we'll dig into toxic beauty, women's health.
What kind of beauty?
Toxic beauty.
Ooh, Lord have mercy.
But
toxic beauty.
I won't be the one unpacking this. We have some experts in the space who will be unpacking this. And so I know we're all excited, especially with insights that connect directly to tomorrow's Toxic Beauty Symposium at Tulsa Community College. And so hearing more about the incredible topics that will be addressed and leaders who are driving these conversations, we're so excited to have a distinguished panel joining us today. So
excited.
Yes.
So we want you to be excited. So you can call in on 918-856-3873. And you don't even have to use a quarter. Can we say quarter? Do people still do that toll free? But no, you can call in. The question that we have today is, how do business, leadership, and health connect in your life? So we like you to call in, students, alumni, community. We want everyone to be engaged and celebrate with us.
Absolutely. And we are excited to highlight some of those questions in the upcoming panel. But before we dive in, just a few news and notes as we kick off another awesome episode at Langston Vibes. A few key dates for all Langston Lions to be aware of. August 20th, we had the Splash of Sigma, which was an awesome event, and we were so appreciative to see everyone there. One event that's coming up that I want to have Dr. Green highlight, if you'd like, is the Business Back to School Bash. So with the Business Back to School Bash, did you want to highlight anything specific with this, Dr. Green?
Well, first of all, you mind your business, we say, the trade. So it's kind of like going back when you like little and your parents were excited. We're going to have an open house on August 26th, and it's going to be fueled or powered by Enterprise Mobility. We have one of our own. Her name is Jocelyn Bouchamp. She's a manager, and she is going to be doing mock interviews. Some people just don't know how to do great interviews. So from 9 to 11, she's going to be on the main campus. She's going to be doing that, and we're going to have, y'all just listen. We're going to have donuts with the dean. So we do that. We make our students happy and our family happy. Last time we had about 300 donuts and coffee, so that's celebrating. And then we're gonna meet at 4:00. We're gonna do our own campus scavenger hunt. And we're gonna have we're not playing. We're gonna have prizes.
What kind of prizes?
Good ones.
Okay. I like that. A little mystery.
Like cool in the game kind of good ones. We're going to celebrate. So we're looking forward to that. We're trying to bring our students, trying to connect our alumni, trying to connect our faculty and community. We just want people to come together, and no one does it like the business school. And so we're looking forward to that and to celebrate that. So again, that is August 26th. We're going to start at 9 with donuts, and we're going to end 4 with a little scavenger hunt. And we would like to invite the community to come along with us.
Awesome. Well, we can't wait to hear and see more updates and to come out to a day packed of fun. So thank you for that, Dr. Green. A few other announcements before we check in for any call-in comments. And as a reminder, we would love to hear from you to join the conversation. But a few other reminders. Langston has a homecoming gala happening on October 10th, and it'll be here before you know it. So students, please make sure you are checking it out. Community members, please make sure you are checking it out so we can support our incredible Lions.
It's sold out.
Oh.
It's sold out. You can't, well, you can't. Confunction's gonna be there. So you got your afros and your platform shoes.
Ooh, that's gonna be lit.
It'll be fun.
It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be outstanding. I like that.
It will be outstanding. A couple other pieces too. Battle of the Bands is happening tomorrow as well in Houston. Our very own Langston band, yes, is going to be representing Langston with pride. Yes, absolutely incredible. And so if you'd like to support the band, you can give through the Langston University Foundation and just earmark your donation to the band program. This is so incredible that our Lions are representing us in this way, and we wish them the best of luck at Battle of the Bands. And finally, happening August 30th is the Langston University versus Grambling State University in Shreveport, Louisiana.
Yeah, put some respect on that. It's Shreveport, Port City.
Okay, excuse me.
Yeah,
Excuse me. You're right. Okay,
and
excuse me.
we're gonna have an amazing time. We really don't like Grambling University being from Southern University, but we're looking. Langston's gonna bring it home. They're gonna bring it home to win.
I would hope so. Absolutely. I was up for that win. But that is all I have for news and notes. So with that, just a final reminder to please call in, and I can go ahead and give it to our incredible Dr. Goodwin, who also serves as faculty at Langston, to introduce our incredible panel, if that's okay.
Thank you, Professor Hesmanis. And Dr. Green, thank you. It's always a pleasure to participate and be a part of Langston Vibes. I think it's just a great opportunity to promote the university, promote the School of Business, and the outstanding programs such as this that they're doing to serve the community. Well, we are privileged and pleased to have a distinguished group of panelists with us today. We'll start with Dr. Lisa Goshan, President of Leadership Group International.
Hey. Good afternoon.
Reverend Donna Jackson, Program Director for the Greenwood Women's Business Center.
Good afternoon.
And Miss Faith Allaby, Program Assistant, also with the Greenwood Women's Business Center.
Yes. Hello, everyone.
Great. Well, they are planning an extraordinary program that I hope everyone in the community will consider joining and being part of tomorrow morning, beginning at 10 a.m. at Tulsa Community College, the Metro campus. There will be a women's health program hosted, and I don't want to in any way take from the fire that we're going to be learning from our panelists today, but it is a free program. It'll be from 10 to 1 o'clock at the Metro campus for Tulsa Community College. That's 910 South Boston. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Dr. Goshan to kind of open up and share with us what people can expect to see tomorrow and anything else you'd like to share with us about the program tomorrow.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Goodwin, and welcoming us into your home this afternoon, Dr. Green, our lead man here, technical, and
Professor Hesmanis.
Hesmanis, yes, I didn't want to butcher your name.
No, it's okay.
This event, the Toxic Beauty Symposium, is really important for two reasons. Number one, it's women's health. And a lot of times when we think about beauty and personal care, we don't put health in the same category. But in the last few years, there's been a surge in the number of cases around cancer, hormone disruption, and it all leads back to what we're ingesting through our beauty products. Just that simple. Think of it like food. You know, a few years ago, there was a big push to eat clean, clean food, you know, get rid of hydrogenated, sugars and all of those. And it's the same with beauty products. So there's a big surge right now in the global economy for clean beauty and wellness. So that this event really is going to be interesting for many reasons, because we want people to come and just share their experiences.
Yeah, that's incredible. That's an incredible.
Yes,
topic.
and I know that you're going to have a distinguished group of panelists that will be joining you. Again, this is a free program to the community to come out tomorrow morning at Tulsa Community College Metro Campus. And in joining Dr. Goshan is also Reverend Donna Jackson with the Greenwood Women's Business Center, and kind of share with us your reason for being a part of the program and what you anticipate happening tomorrow.
Well, I'd first of all like to thank you all for allowing us to be here today. Dr. Green,
Miss Professor Hesmanis.
Professor Hesmanis.
Or just H also works too.
H.
I was going to say, I have students call me that too.
And our assistant here, and Dr. Goodwin, thank you
Yes,
so
ma'am.
much. Yes, I'm the director of the Greenwood Women's Business Center. We've been open since 2022. And so we do help women, anyone, but in particular women, open, scale, grow businesses. And so this is important because of the business side of things that
Right.
need to be looked at when you're looking at health and beauty. So it's big,
Mhm.
bigger than we think.
Right.
And so we want to make sure that people are aware. Trillions of dollars are being spent, billions on beauty. And so it's a big deal. It's a big deal.
And we also have Miss Faith Allaby with your office. And is there anything you'd like to add regarding the program tomorrow?
Yes, I'm just looking forward to, of course, representing the center, but there's so much that goes into health and wellness, especially when it comes to being a woman in business. You're expected to look nice, you're expected to present yourself in a certain way. So I'm looking forward to hearing our speakers. I know they have a lot of experience in their industries and with their own personal experiences. So just looking forward to, sharing what that impact can look like on a broader scale.
And also, too, you might add how it affects workplace performance. So this is something that you all keep a lot of good data on, because we don't think about when you're sick. And as Faith said, you're still expected to show up.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. We love some good data points.
Awesome. And as we continue our program, let's be sure that everyone knows the call-in live number is 918-856-3873. Again, 918-856-3873. And you also can drop your thoughts on our Facebook live stream, and then we'll be more than glad to take your questions as the opportunity presents itself. As you're planning for this program tomorrow, I know there are a number of noted speakers, there are panels. Kind of give us a walkthrough in terms of the different topics that people can expect to see tomorrow and be a part of.
yeah, so we're going to cover some key areas when we talk about toxicity in beauty. One in particular is formulation. So one of our panelists is a scientist like myself, and she also has a program where she's teaching young people through STEM about creating formulas to make your own products, like we did in the old days when we didn't have money and you had to go in there and use what was in the cabinet, and organic things,
Right.
things from the earth. So we'll have someone talking about the formulation side. We have someone from Tulsa community who will be speaking about how our clothing could be making us sick. Imagine that. You look good, you got your nice sheen suit on, or Temu or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's coming from wherever, and we don't know, but a lot of our garments are actually making us sick, because time and time it's in our bloodstream. We also have a local business owner who's going to share from the perspective of running a business and dealing with a terminal illness herself. So we have someone from there. And then, did we miss anybody? Myself, I'll be covering the ingredient side and then the business side, and just talking about opportunities, especially for our Langston students, because there's a lot of opportunity in this field that we usually just think of beauty stores and products, but it's much deeper.
Wow.
Another question that interests me, and you mentioned about individuals that are able to go into this, I guess, what would be division of work.
Yes.
What are business opportunities that exist in wellness and clean beauty? And walk us through, from someone developing a bar of soap or a flavor, fragrance, what would you recommend the steps they should take in terms of trying to bring this product that they've developed to market?
Yeah, I would just advise any entrepreneur to start with the voice of the consumer. I think the biggest mistake, and I'll raise my hand, as entrepreneurs and business owners, we just assume we have a great idea, we have a great product, and we're going to make it and everybody's going to want to buy it. And that's just not the case. So I would say start with doing your research. Really look at where's the need at? Because there's opportunity in wellness and beauty. Of course, there's selling. But I want people to go deeper on the science side, right? We need more scientists, especially women, to go into STEM fields. And so formulations, as far as business, it's the number one fastest growing globally. Imagine that. Right now, if you're going to pick a career, what greater time to get into this space? And also, let's not leave out personal care products.
Yes.
Because we think about beauty, but personal care, tampons, deodorants, a lot of these are loaded with phthalates, formaldehyde, things that have no business in our bodies. At least, I'll always say it like this: I like cake, but I can't eat cake every day, right? So maybe I won't give up my neon pink lipstick, but I won't use it every day.
Right. Being mindful.
Be in moderation and being mindful.
Yeah, I would say the same. I think it's important to be mindful of what you're putting into and putting onto your body. I know the speaker that we invited, she's from Tulsa Tech. She runs the fashion and apparel program over there. And so I remember a couple of years ago, whenever someone had brought to her the subject of fast fashion, and for the program, she really helped them explore that avenue and, you know, just see what that world looks like. And we were just able to see a lot more. And so I remember how passionate everyone got about the topic, because it's not something that's always discussed when it comes to clothing also being part of your health journey. You don't always know what goes into your fabrics, what they use to dye it, what they use to, or what the literal make of the fabric is. And so that can matter a lot when it comes to health, and people don't really look at that.
Yeah.
And, you know, just a month ago, we were planning to go to an event, needed a beautiful dress, went online and got this pretty in pink. The thing was pretty in pink, got this pink dress, got it. And then after I got it, I said, oh, this is really nice. Went back online to look at something else. And I noticed it said it. I could have seen it, but I didn't see it before I ordered it. Could cause cancer or reproductive issues.
Oh.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So I got scared and I decided, you know what? I'm not going to wear this dress, even for 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever.
Wow.
I just ordered something else and I'm going to send it back because I don't want that issue.
The importance
It's
of
more than-
reading labels.
Yeah.
Right.
But it was on the internet. It was on the screen and I should have just went through the whole. That's why we need to read
We
everything.
need to
Right.
read.
And
But
I
we
didn't go
don't.
through that screen.
We don't read, but also we need our manufacturers to
Tell us.
do their due diligence and also label things correctly or label them at all. We don't have laws. There's no regulation
Right.
in the U.S., believe it or not, that regulates the beauty and wellness industry. So 2,400 toxic chemicals banned in the UK, imagine, are allowed in the US. So Maybelline in the UK is a different formulation than what we get in the US. And I just wanted to pivot back, Dr. Goodwin, to something else. When we talk about careers, let's not forget about the manufacturing side, because a lot of times what we do is we will start businesses and we're buying everything from overseas, right? And that's great. It creates economic, wealth or whatever, but not owning the manufacturing is where the money is and the control too.
Right.
So manufacturing is another segment that students might want to consider as a career. I know it sounds monumental because it does take a lot, but we got to pull together. And so one of the things we're going to talk about tomorrow is how we're going to start uniting as women. I'm going to leave you guys out for a minute, but we're going to bring you in when we need to write the check. But just to, to unite together so that we can start controlling these processes.
Yeah.
And if I may add a point, I think something important that a lot of people kind of look over when it comes to getting into business, manufacturing, anything, is to look in your community. I'm sure there's at least one person who's done it before. And if not, look into local, closer by communities to learn and to grow from individuals who have done it before. That way you're not always making the same mistakes, because a lot of it is avoidable.
Yeah.
Right.
I had a question. When we talk about organic, natural, what does that mean? Is there one place? Is there one place or one country, Africa, Nigeria, or South America? You say, well, those products, those are healthy. Is there a way to tell? Is there a certain place to go, certain places to stay away from, or it's just the wild
It's the
west?
Wild West. I mean, because we don't have regulations, so we don't have monitoring. These terms are used very loosely, and organic could mean one thing in one demographic. Natural meaning what? One part of it's natural, but we have some synthetic components.
Right.
Yeah, I know a lot of the time you sometimes when it comes to shopping with different brands, at least if you're trying to be environmentally conscious or just health conscious for yourself, you kind of have to trace the source and see how their manufacturing processes are, what they're doing on the regular, to make sure that they have the consumer in mind.
An interesting perspective. I was doing some research and to help everyone to really appreciate where this falls within the scope of our expenditures. Working women in the United States are estimated to pay $15 billion more each year on healthcare costs than working men. And the idea is that this is even closer to home. I'm old enough to remember when we had American Beauty Products, a local manufacturer of hair care products that was, I imagine they were circulating their products internationally. But the idea is that they saw, and it's been a great opportunity for African Americans and minorities of field to get into hair care products, skin products. And so there are opportunities for people to start businesses in this regard. And I know through the Greenwood Women Business Center, you provide the foundation. So if individuals want to pursue developing a project or bringing it to market, that you can help them develop the foundation and then themselves maybe be the next American Beauty Products company. But we can all think of, and I think if we were to go around the room and those that are listening in can all think of their favorite products. And some instances, they were formed by small companies that then were able to market them on a grander scale. So it's great not only for us to talk about the end product, but also the opportunity. It provides jobs, it provides livelihoods, and it is a significant contributor to our economy.
Yeah. And I think what is important that what Lisa is doing is she's starting a movement. This is when I first met her. She said, "I'm starting a movement." I'm like, yeah, and I'm thinking about all these things now because over my life, I mean, I've used products that have made me sick, and I didn't know why. And just last year, I went to the doctor and they said, we need to do some surgery. And I'm like, where'd this come from? And they said, well, product you've probably been using for many, many years. And if we don't do something now, we're probably going to have a bigger problem down the road. And so many of us have experienced some kind of sickness. Some women didn't realize why, because it was a product that we love, buy lots of it, use it all the time, and got sick.
And remember years ago, we had toxic shock. From tampons. People were literally dying from using personal intimate care products. So it really goes deep. Langston students and alumni are in a really good position to drive this change. One of the reasons I came here, I left California and came here, is because I see Tulsa and Oklahoma as fertile ground. This is think tank, ground zero. And we have a lot of smart people. We have our HBCUs, a lot of young women and men who even every day, girls talking to you, you get up, you putting on your lashes. Now that's my lane. But in creating even my own clean beauty product, I think about how can I plant seeds and some of the younger people now help come and we build out this space, because the lash industry is worth 2 billion in the US
Mhm.
with a B.
Mhm.
And we don't control any of it. I just happen to be the first woman of color to even develop an adhesive. There hadn't even been any innovation in lash adhesive since 1911. Now, let me say that again. 1911,
Mhm.
a Canadian woman named Anna Taylor patented false eyelashes and glue. And there hadn't been any innovation. Yes, there's magnetic, that's worse for your eyes. There's glue, which has, you know, these awful chemicals. I'll go down the list later, but these are products that hadn't been modified.
Mhm.
Right.
Mhm.
And so when I got into space, I thought, wow, there has to be someone that looks like me, a woman,
Mhm.
not pretty male dominated. And I see all the money. So imagine if we took 1%
Mhm.
Langston and we started some movement.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's $60 million a year for the university, for scholarships. Because I'm always thinking how
Mhm.
higher education, because that's how we make change.
Right.
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah. Sometimes I also think that I know whenever I was in college, there was a lot of talk about, we have talent here in the state, and then because there's lack of opportunity or no one really talks about the opportunity, they up and leave instead of, like I was saying, to look into your communities for those people who may have done it before. And if not, it's okay to be an innovator, an industrialist. I'm sure there's someone that's going to come after you that's going to need some help or want some advice. I think it's very important to have people like you to come in the space and produce something new or to innovate, kind of break down the door and say there's more to do here. And I think also at the center, we've had some people come in and, they've been looking for help for the longest time and they've been trying to do it all by themselves.
Yeah.
And we know people like you, and it's like, oh, we know Dr. Goshan. She's done this before. She runs a successful business. We can point you her direction, and she can get you some answers and get you some help. Yeah.
And as Faith is talking about our center, we have a few women that are doing beauty products,
Mm-hmm.
and they're doing quite well.
Yeah.
And makeup, I think there's someone that does lips, someone that does makeup, someone that does hair, and it's starting to grow. So this is a good thing because the word is getting out now
Yeah.
about we need to take care of our health as we work our businesses, as we start businesses.
Yes.
And so when they come into the Women's Center, I'm all over them kind of saying, what do you want to do? Where you want to go? We can help you grow. We can help you scale.
Awesome.
We can help you
Awesome.
develop.
That's great.
Economic development is what we
Yeah.
want to help them do with their business.
Awesome.
And, as women, we do a lot of stuff. I mean, we're
Right, right.
kind of, and so we have to do a lot of stuff. And so as they're growing their business, what can we do to help you as you're growing your business? What do you need help with?
Great.
I mean, Lisa, like tomorrow, we're going to help with this event and promote it afterwards. And we've given women awards
Mhm.
for their work
Yeah, that's right.
with their beauty product.
Mhm.
We've put them on social media, on Facebook. I mean, we've done all kind of stuff to promote what they're doing. And so our center is really working to help women with their products. And so after we do this event tomorrow, Lisa, that's not the end.
Yes,
No,
absolutely.
That's
There's
not
a lot
it.
of work. And I think the biggest thing, I'll speak from the voice of an entrepreneur, is investment. We see all these brands and people think we're doing so well and we're all struggling. I did a series a couple weeks ago and I had to think about it because you don't always want to be vulnerable, putting yourself out there and saying, oh, I'm struggling. But this is the reality of a lot of Black-owned beauty brands. We just saw a few weeks ago, Amaya Cole had millions and millions of dollars invested, and now just to have all that pulled away. We've seen what happened with Target, a lot of Black-owned brands. So while on the surface it looks like people are doing well, what's really missing is investment. We need investors and capital poured into our companies. I mean, I've got this amazing product, Goodbye Glue, but guess what? I need help. I need partners.
Right.
I want to work with students. I want to empower our young people because this is the future. And beauty is one of the most wealthiest and
Absolutely.
Professor H keeps shaking her head because she's like, jump in here, Professor H. I know you're just dying to add to that, but it gets overlooked,
Absolutely.
but it's one of the most lucrative in our economy, because women ain't giving up their makeup.
No, they're
No.
not.
That's just not going to happen.
Not at
Well,
all.
let's begin to connect the dots here. I would like to evaluate some of the takeaways that you think that individuals will be getting as they attend your program tomorrow, maybe how they can do additional follow-up with the Greenwood Women's Business Center. And then there's the Langston School of Business component where they can get certification, they can get their degree that will allow them to have the wherewithal to take that concept to market. But kind of share with us, as you look at the individuals that are coming to the program tomorrow, what do you recognize and what do you see will be the takeaways that you'd like to be giving to each and every individual as they leave your program tomorrow, and then maybe how they can follow up with the Greenwood Business Center, and then maybe Dr. Green can chime in about the opportunities that they need to have a greater foundation in accounting, or maybe in human resources, or some area of management, or how they're going to take their concept to market. And I see there's some opportunities where Langston can be involved, but let's start with you, Dr. Gulshan, and if you can share with us the takeaways. Again, Reverend Jackson, if you can talk about maybe how perhaps Greenwood Women's Business Center can be of some value, and then Dr. Green, you can add maybe where you see opportunities of where individuals can get additional support by the courses that are offered by Langston. So Dr. Gulshan.
Yeah, thank you. What I would like our esteemed guests to take away is to walk away with awareness, number one. And that just starts with the basics. Just taking time to look at what you're putting on in your body. If it's lipstick, foundation, eyeshadow, and then start there and then share that knowledge with someone else. Say, did you know? So one of the things we're going to do is a did you know, where you get in the circle, and then when you get to the end, has the message changed? Did you know that 70% of your beauty products have at least one cancer-causing chemical or carcinogen? So that's a did you know? And so I want people to just start thinking about, whoa, that's why my eyes burn when I use this product.
Yes, enough to make you stop wanting to use it.
Yeah.
Or lotion, anything that
Right.
can go in through your pores that we're ingesting.
Do you
So
know
now
any-
you know that's your body doing its job when you have a reaction. So
Right.
the takeaway is now we're going to raise the bar on awareness, and then we're going to become advocates in the community. As I said before, Tulsa is my ground zero. It doesn't have to be this thing started in LA or New York. It's going to start in Oklahoma. It's going to start with the bill I'm working on called Clean Beauty America.
Okay.
And I want Oklahoma to be the 6th state in the U.S. to pass a law banning 24 at least of the most toxic chemicals out of our products.
Who's number one?
Number one, as far as states,
Yes.
it's hard to say. California became number 5 this year in January. They implemented the Toxic Cosmetics Act. And then the Biden administration also was the first to get a bill called MOCRA, which is more regulates facility side of what's happening on that side. And Dr. Green, you're nodding. You've heard about that. But yeah, we need definitely more laws passed to protect us.
Very good. And then Reverend Jackson, from your perspective, as they leave the program tomorrow, they have their ideas they'd like to develop. They now are better familiar with maybe perhaps the ingredients that they should be putting in their products. Where do you take them from there in terms of if they come and pay a visit to you on Monday morning? What would be the steps they would follow in trying to take a product they've designed? They now know they need to be aware of the ingredients that are put into that product, and they come to you with assistance in taking it to the market.
So first of all, we get them registered with our center. We're located in the historic Greenwood District, 102 North Greenwood, second floor, first of all. And so after they get registered, then we find out what part of the market do they want, what part of the product, or what do they want to do. We need a business plan.
Right.
We need to get you help getting that written out. Then we get you someone to help you do your marketing plan. All of these parts of starting a business, because you got to have that in place. You got to have the foundation laid. And then as they tell us, well, we want to do this, we want to do that, then we get them with a counselor, a business coach that can walk with them through. We have SCORE, we have different partners that we work with to help people wherever they are. If they're at the very bottom and they don't know anything, or we start there. and then we just keep helping them with the resources that they need as they come back to us.
Mm-hmm.
But they have to do work now. They can't, we can't just do it for them.
Right.
They have to do some work.
Right.
So we'll give them the tools,
Very good.
but they have to also meet us halfway and do what's needed, because we don't really know what their vision and their passion is. There's so many, like I said, we have a number of women that are working on beauty
Okay.
companies,
Very good.
and they're doing well.
Awesome.
And so if they will just listen to our advice, we have people that if we don't know, we will help them get to the person that does know. And there's a lot of people out there that can help them. And then after that, if they need a marketing company, manufacturing company, we've met some manufacturers locally that are really good and probably can save them a lot of money. They don't have to go to China or overseas. So we got people that we can put them with, but we got to make sure they're ready to be able to go to this person. So that's where we would step in and work with them.
Awesome.
And
And before we get to Dr. Green, Ms. Allaby, would you like to add anything else?
Yeah, I will say that we have an ever-growing list of resources, as Donna mentioned. So even if we don't have it, we are open and willing to helping you find it. We love having success stories. We love having people that come in our center and leave, one step forward at least. We like progress. We like to see it with the people who come in our door. Especially, it's so nice whenever we have a business owner or someone who was wanting to start a business, and a year later they've already grown so much, and they've just become successful in their industry, and they're creating change in their local community.
Great. And then Dr. Green, from your perspective, well, go ahead, Liz. Yes. And Dr. Green, from your perspective, now that you've heard the development of a product, you then go to the Greenwood Women's Business Center to get additional consultation support. And where do you think Langston University and the School of Business could play a role?
Well, I think it's evolved. I want to thank Dr. Goshen, and I want to thank Dr. Jackson and Faith for being trendsetters. I think the role of education has changed. I think I see myself as more of an integrator in terms of you guys have some expertise, and we have a lot of students that really don't know, and trying to connect them to you guys. And we do offer, a bachelor's degree. We have a bachelor's degree in business, and we also have a bachelor's degree in science in organizational leadership. I think it's just being able. There's a lot of things, and I think historically, you come to a university to get a degree, but I think time to change. I think I see us as really sharing knowledge, giving students the ingredients to be successful. And a lot of times, I think what we would try to do is try to connect to you guys, and vice versa. And we've been working with the town of Langston, and actually letting students work with the town. And so I think if you need students to do internships to gain some experience, that might be a way I think can help, because they learn something. Everything's not in the book.
That's right.
And
Yeah,
so
that's
I
right.
think working together, so I applaud them. I think we can facilitate, but it's all about building relationships. Our students, a lot of energy, and got a lot of excitement, but they lack knowledge. When you have knowledge and you need a little bit more energy, I think it's a working relationship.
I would like to have Professor Ace or Professor Hess-Minas. Is there anything you'd like to add to the conversation?
I really echo what Dr. Green said. Just hearing all the incredible work and foresight that is being led, I am so excited for the symposium tomorrow, but more importantly, the investment in relationships and in collaboration where we're not working in silos, which I think is such an incredible piece for anyone as we're navigating the field of business. And so to know that we're meeting folks where they're at and we're investing in them through mentorship, through resources at a local level, and it being so grassroots, but still leading with foresight of something that's so critical to health that we're not talking about.
Oh, absolutely.
Is incredible, and it makes me really excited to see how we can meld these creative business ideas that a lot of times our students have with the practical knowledge to be successful and the data to back it up as we see such a huge trend at the forefront. I'm really excited for what's ahead. So thank y'all again for being here. This is incredible.
That's great.
No.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
I would just, if I could add one more thing too, I would love to work with Langston students. I think Dr. Green, we talked about doing a scholarship. I would love to do a scholarship this year for a student. And we're doing a campaign with Goodbye Glue. So I'm looking for the ladies and gents, if you want. I'm looking for students to join this campaign that's launching in a month. And they can send me an email at goodbyeglue@gmail.com. If you love wearing lashes,
Yes.
and you want to wear lashes and be a part of this movement, then reach out, send me an email.
I love that.
And also business opportunities as well.
And
I
so
love that.
Lisa just talked about this. So this will be a great way for us to promote through our center. We're happy to help you with that as far as Facebook and putting it out there on social media and our client base. We have over 400 or 500 clients, so we can let them know. Even this year, we can let them know flyers and all that stuff. We'll be happy to help push that out for you.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
I think what's also important to note that tomorrow's program will be broadcast live on social media. We'll provide that link through the Greenwood Women's Business Center, and then also be recorded. So that if you're not able to see tomorrow's program during the day, it'll be available to you after the program for you to look at and learn from and benefit from it going forward. Anything else you guys would like to add as it relates to tomorrow's event and what we can look forward to?
We look forward to seeing everyone. I know that.
Could you guys share your information, how students or the community can reach you? If each one of you could give us some kind of way to reach you guys.
Well, we're located, the Greenwood Women's Business Center. We're located in the historic Greenwood District, 102 North Greenwood Avenue, second floor. And you can email us info@greenwoodwbc.org. You can also call us at 539-867-4127.
And again, you can reach me at goodbyeglue@gmail.com, or you can call me at 425-409-1173 if you're interested in being a part of the campaign, or just part-time work, business opportunities for students looking for a little side gig.
Will you those numbers again? How would you give us those numbers again for our audience?
Yes.
So the address is 102 North Greenwood Avenue, second floor. So when you get to the facility, you'll have to call us. We'll have to come get you downstairs. The phone number is 539-867-4127. And our email again, info@greenwoodwbc.org.
Lisa, do you want to?
Yes, and the number is 425-409-1173. And the email again is goodbyeglue. Got it here, goodbyeglue. Goodbyeglue at goodbyeglue@gmail.com. Yeah, this is one of our latest innovations. So
I like this
we
pair of
used to,
lashes.
we now include the lashes. It's medical tape. And we partnered with the 3M Corporation. So it is important to have partnerships to develop the tape.
And just to remind our listeners, tomorrow's program is Toxic Beauty Symposium. It'll be from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. at Tulsa Community College at our event center at 910 South Boston Avenue from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Again, if you're wanting to learn more about cosmetics and personal care products, information will be shared on labor statistics of women, illness, and the workplace performance in light of having exposure to these cosmetics. Is it in the clothes that we're wearing? The correlations between toxins, breast cancer, and reproductive issues, cheap beauty products versus cheap goods, and the cost of doing business, among other topics will be discussed. So we hope that each and every one of you that can attend will be, and if not, hopefully you'll be joining us online live. And I want to thank you very much for joining us, and I'm going to turn it over to Dr. Green and Professor Hesmanis on entrepreneurship and leadership tips.
So I'm just going to say right now, what an amazing show.
Yes.
And you guys can still call in 918-856-3873. What do you say, Professor Jimenez?
Yes, well, I have a lot of questions, and looks like I need to do some informed review of my products when I get home. So thank you for raising that awareness. I think that's an area of growth for all of us, is to be informed consumers. And so I think I appreciate y'all highlighting that. Now, just for a quick entrepreneur and leadership tip, one thing that we really focus on is looking at the whole picture at Langston. And that's something I really appreciate as instructors, is us investing in students of not just within the classroom, but outside. And I think you all clearly touched on that. Partnerships, it's looking beyond that. Listening to the community is so essential in developing that product or that service, and focusing on purpose. And so I think really being forward and serving the community and having that balance that has that level of social impact in some capacity is really clear. And it's clear that businesses that prioritize health as well as transparency is clear. And I think that's the biggest tip, is utilizing that data, and a big takeaway that we've seen today.
I just want to kind of go backwards and put the speakers on the spot, as we would say. Want to know, it's like a family reunion. Family reunion. So we want to know, where were you born versus where were you raised?
That's a good question.
And a fun fact that probably no one would know until you speak it today.
Start over there.
Okay, I guess we're starting with me. Born and raised here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So I will say one thing that not a lot of people know about me. I don't know. Actually, I will start with, I haven't been at the Women's Center for too long, but I've learned a lot, being under Miss Jackson here. Just been able to learn a lot about our local community. I mean, back to what we were saying earlier about students or, students up and leaving the state after they graduate, not staying here and, growing with our community. I was one of those people that was on the brink of finding work elsewhere. And then I found the Women's Center, thank God, because I love the work that we do. I love getting to see how much our community does and what it's capable of and what it's growing into. I didn't know a lot of the work that was being done before, but working here, I get to see a lot of the behind the scenes and get to see that there's a lot on the come up for the city. Yeah.
Awesome.
Way to set the mark.
So I was born actually on Greenwood. Many of us in Tulsa were born in Moton. That's being worked on right now for the AI Center. And I was the only one in my family of 8 kids. I'm from a family of 8. And I was the only one born there. My mom told me back then they weren't letting Black folk have their children across town, so we had to do it here. But after I was born, then they opened up St. John and other hospitals. So I grew up in Tulsa, native Tulsa, love Tulsa, probably will never ever leave. Fun fact about me, I am an international bug. I love international travel overseas. I have not been anywhere since COVID.
Best place?
Actually, 2 best places. I love Israel.
Okay. Awesome.
I've been to the Holy Land, and then I love Europe. I missed going to Kenya this fall, but I'm going to try for next year. So, but I love international and I love travel.
Wow, I'm the odd one out. All these Oklahomans in the room. Okay, I'm a Kansan. So I was born in Topeka, the capital. Topeka, Kansas, born and raised. I've lived all over the U.S., most of our major cities, corporate career. And a fact about me would... if I'm not watching the news, I'm watching Investigative Channel. And I think it's this problem solver, like Evil Lives Next Door and all of these shows. I'm like, where's this coming from? But yeah, that's a thing people probably wouldn't think about me. I love the Investigative Channel.
That's amazing. You see, we change the tone. The tone changes when we do this.
Mhm.
But we believe there's a sense of community, and that's what we try to do. So we've had a great time, and I think we need to think about doing celebrities' birthdays.
I think so.
Love celebrity birthdays. You guys have a shout out for anybody?
You're following today.
I don't have a fan. I'm sorry, I don't have a fan. Do you have anybody born in August? You want to give a shout out? We're running out. We're running out of the month. Anybody want to shout out?
I don't know anyone in the general public. That was born in August.
Okay.
But hey, shout out to August's birthday.
Okay.
So is it Leo season or Libra?
Leo. I think it's Leo.
It's still to all the
That's a
Leos.
good question.
Yeah.
That's true. What is
Or did it just end?
So Professor Hernandez, let's do a shout out. Let's see who celebrity birthdays. What we got?
All right. So we have a few celebrity birthdays, and so our celebrity birthdays, we tend just to focus on a few key folks within history. So first, today, August 22nd, Regina Taylor, who is an acclaimed actress and playwright. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Coming up on the 24th is Dave Chappelle, who is a comedian and storyteller. On August 25th, we have Kel Mitchell, an actor and performer. Following on the 26th, we have Keke Palmer, actress, singer, and advocate. And finally, in memoriam, Emmett Till was born on August 28th.
Oh, wow.
Whose story really propelled the civil rights movement. So I thought that was very important.
Yes.
And so these birthdays remind us, of course we want to shout out August birthdays in our community, but really felt these were helpful in reminding us of resilience, cultural impact, and leadership, all values that align with our theme of excellence here at Langston.
Well, I'm gonna give a shout out because I want to save my marriage, keep my marriage. Shout out to Miss Estrelita Green, who was born August the 9th. Shout out to my brother-in-law, Mr. Ralph Evans, who was born, I think, was August 8th, and to my dad, who was born August 26th. So celebration to everybody. Hey, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yes, happy birthday. Well, before we do some closing remarks, I know we have a few minutes. If it's okay, I do have a lingering question I've really been chomping at the bit to ask.
Go for it.
Yes.
Dr. Goshan, I, as an avid consumer of makeup products, I have to ask you, because I feel like folks are curious too. What are the top 5, if we have top 5, most dangerous products that we're using that maybe we just don't know? For health products or beauty products in general. I'm very curious, also a little scared.
Yeah. Find out.
Yes.
Well, top 5 starting off would be with the hair. So
Okay.
a lot of color dyes we use to color our hair, perm, straight. Even a lot of shampoos, believe it or not,
Really?
have they're trying to get rid of like sulfurs and
That makes
things now.
sense.
But starting with hair care, then we move to the lashes. The eyes is the second, if not the most toxic.
Oh,
With
no.
products. But we got good by glue.
You're
Nope,
right.
we got good by
Listen,
glue now.
listen,
We
I
got
have
good
that
by glue.
in.
You good.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
And then I would say lipsticks,
Okay.
any kind of lotions, anything that you're constantly putting in. And this is for the men
Wait,
too.
we say lipstick? You mean they're kissing us with poison?
And you get that transfer. That's right. That's right.
Wow.
Slopping it up. Slopping it up. And yeah. So and even with foundations. And so I would say those would be the top 5, but especially because hair, it speaks for all of us. It's not
Right.
male or female
Right.
that we all need to consider.
Of
And now I guess lipstick, because like you said, you've been kissing a lot. So you're going to have to stop,
Let's see.
get some clean beauty products. You see, I'm going to have to get your wife some goodbye glue. That's for the lies, but we talking about them lips. So we're going to have to make a recommendation on a clean product for you for the lipstick. But yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yes,
Okay. What about because I know we talked about some of the beauty pieces. What about health pieces? Like the deodorant.
Oh yeah, the
I feel like I
deodorant.
hear a lot of those pieces, but then it's
Yeah.
been
And the funny thing is, a lot of the deodorants now, they've taken out the aluminum and they're
Okay.
trying to remove it,
Mm.
but then they don't hold up so well. Like, you know, I was like,
Right.
wait a minute, you know, I'm sweating.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
it's almost a trade-off. You know, in some cultures in the Middle East, they don't use deodorant. I don't know if you've ever known.
That's
Or, so there's natural things.
Right.
People use baking soda. We just have to, you know, do our research and look
Mhm.
back to our past to
Yes.
see what our ancestors used
Mhm.
because they didn't have all these
right.
ready-made products.
Mhm.
So then that brings me to my final question where I'm curious about, or we talked about organic, because even stuff that we can make
Mhm.
maybe through products at our own home or maybe
Yeah.
just within our community, is there like an maybe not at home recipe or something where you're like, hey, this is an underutilized
Yeah.
piece that we've got to be mindful of, or maybe like, hey, your go-to lotion can really be like coconut oil. I know can be really good, but maybe that's not the only piece. But again, like,
Yeah.
are there things that maybe you recommend as like this is a good?
Now you've listed several coconut oils, shea butters. Our panelist tomorrow, Kristen Collins, is going to talk about how to make your own lip balms and different
Ooh,
products. So that's
okay.
another reason to make sure you show up tomorrow. And
Awesome.
yeah, we'll be able to. You can make so many things from flowers, things in your garden, plants.
I love that.
Yeah.
Okay, gardens, plants,
Red rock, like Grand Canyon, you know, it's all
Yeah,
the red, just elements
using
in the
those
earth,
shades that are already out there.
Yeah.
They're so beautiful.
part of nature.
Yes, I've
Yeah.
seen folks even using it to dye, like
'Cause
natural items to dye.
Think about 1,000 years ago, women had makeup, right?
Yes.
We didn't have Maybelline, we didn't have all these
Mm.
big manufacturers. Where did it come from? So
So I have one comment. Shout out to Dr. Sherry Smith Keys, who's listening
Yes.
to us, I guess, in Houston. Question, give us like 30 seconds. Her question is, what are the panel thoughts about educating young women and men about using beauty products?
Mm.
So give us your 30 to 60 second
hot take.
hot take on that.
just that they need to be aware of what they're putting in their bodies and to really stop, think, and then decide.
Yes.
Stop, think, and decide. Just look at what we're putting in our bodies, whether it's in the form of makeup or food now, because you're getting it from both sides.
Mm-hmm.
So we're poisoning ourselves from the inside out. But I would just say to make sure you do a little research if you can. But if not, and you have a favorite product and it does have a toxin in it, then use it in moderation. Yeah.
I
That's
will,
good.
Yeah. I will also add follow the breadcrumbs, look at your labels, see what's in them, see what's in your products. Also, you know, and it's 2025. There's all kinds of alternatives
Yeah.
in this day and
Yes.
age. And like you said, there's someone coming tomorrow that's going to be
Mhm.
showing how to make your own lip balms. You never know. I mean, I know you talked about you were kind of solving your own issue whenever you developed your product. I'm sure there's someone else out there who's doing it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they should look at educating themselves as much as possible.
Mhm.
With this topic that we're talking about today, it's really a good topic health-wise, but it could be, if we don't really look into what's being done in products now, put in products, it could be fatal.
Yeah.
And if you don't pay attention now, the Bible says, without a vision, people perish. Well, people can perish if they don't pay attention to.
And they're perishing younger now. And that's
Yes.
why we see younger women 25 with these breast cancers and ovarian,
Right.
unheard of
Yes.
25 years ago. So
That's a very good point. Very good point. Well, outside of those pieces, I feel like we're really.
Oof.
I know.
we scare you?
No.
My hair.
Oh, your hair
I'm
just
like,
came
talk
out.
my beauty.
Well, I feel empowered personally to now navigate some better choices, but we all may feel a little bit different. But no, we really just appreciate you all for elevating this, but also navigating ways to support entrepreneurs on this journey.
And just loving ourselves. I'm sorry,
Yes,
but I left
no,
that out.
please,
Like,
yeah,
I feel
know
like as women, we have so much pressure on us that we have to look a certain way and show up a certain way. And we've got to instill in our young people that this beauty that you're chasing, it's really within.
Mhm.
And you're
Yes.
beautiful without all the makeup and
Absolutely.
just as you are. So I really want to let's start affirming our young people too, so that they don't feel the pressure of TikTok, the pressure of social
Right.
media to live and be a certain thing
Right.
other than themselves.
Absolutely.
balance is very important.
Yes, the
Yeah.
authenticity in that. I love that. I love that. Well, it looks like we've gone through a lot of great topics and come to the conclusion. Dr. Green, did you have?
I just wanted to thank Dr. Goodwin for being the sidekick and doing a great job. Thank our guests for doing a great job.
Pitch hitting for Dr. Smith Keys. Yeah.
We just want to make a difference in the community, and so we want to have everybody else. Let's L's up. Y'all have L's up. L's up.
I don't know if I can do this. I went to OSU.
Yeah.
Oh,
Can I tilt it a
That
little
wraps
bit?
up another fantastic show.
Right,
Langston
right,
University's Langston
Right.
KBOB 89.9 FM.
Thank you for tuning in and spending your time with us.
Oh,
Don't forget to join us again next week and every Friday at 4 p.m. for more great music and exciting content.
Catch us next week. Keep the volume up and the good vibes flowing on KBOB 89.9 FM.